Yo, 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 it's your boy Ron Flip the Jump Man, and I'm back with another video to this new horror, Ice Cream Man. And I ain't talking about Master P Ice Cream Man rap album. But look, listen, when you hear that ice cream truck coming down the street, normally that means something good. But not in this movie. So Ice Cream Man takes in something innocent from a childhood and completely flips it into a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? A mysterious ice cream man rolls into town serving frozen treats to the neighborhood kids. But these treats come with some deadly consequences, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. So this movie goes heavy on the gore. If you don't got the stomach for it, don't go, because it's brutal on the unalive. You know what I'm saying? And the dark comedy and these killer kids going crazy unaliving all the adults. You know what I'm saying? Crazy practical effects and pure horror, movie badness, chaos all through this. You know what I'm saying? So Ari Millen definitely brings the creepy factor. Creepy ice cream man. You know what I'm saying? So when this dude pulls up, keep the kids away from the truck. For real, because this ice cream man was creepy. But did the movie actually deliver a great story? Or was this concept better than the execution? Get in the comments and let me know. So that's what we're breaking down today. What worked, what didn't work, the craziest scenes, the acting, the visuals, that wild ending, and my official quick viewer score. You know what I'm saying? I scream, you scream, shit. Everybody might be screaming after this one. For real. You know? So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell for more future movie reviews contents. And we're gonna get into this breakdown. Hey, that man had all the kids hypnotized with that ice cream. Had them like under MK Ultra to unalive all the adults. Kids was unaliving their parents. Man, let's get into it though. Alright, so what worked in this movie? You know what I'm saying? The concept of taking something so innocent and nostalgic as the neighborhood ice cream truck, and then transforming it into a horror is a strong hook. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ari Millen, you know, his ice cream man has the creepy presence the premises need. You know what I'm saying? He's the face that viewers are likely to remember. I mean, the ice cream man in this movie had a creepy face. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the kids said, "Who is that weird ice cream man?" You know what I'm saying? All the practical gore that was going all out through the movie with the kids. You know, even people who dislike the overall movie may have singled out some of the kills and practical effects as highlights. But this discussion has especially praised a lot of the practical gore. When I mean gore, I'm talking about gushing gore, blood everywhere. You know what I'm saying? very dark comedy. This movie knows it's ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but in a good way. But if you approach it as an intentional over the top splatter movie rather than some serious psychological horror, there's more fun to be had with this movie. You know what I'm saying? This was a real simplicity movie. The kids was doing their thing. You know, you knew that the unalive was not real, and then so, you know, but for some people, you know what I'm saying, it may traumatize them, you know what I'm saying, or make them jump or bother them, you know what I'm saying. But what didn't work? So one of the biggest problems is the story versus concept. So there's a crazy idea here, but several critics, as myself or whoever, felt the screenplay and characters won't develop enough to support it. But it also had enough to support it, if you know what I mean, because it balanced itself out. I feel like the visual presentation was kind of like, was old school, but it was actually like in this era because they had like iPhones and stuff, you know. So I was kind of lost on whether this was like old school or new school, you know what I'm saying? Some viewers may have wanted deeper character development and genuine suspense, but the non-stop shock factor, you know, may have started feeling like repetitive all throughout the movie, you know what I'm saying? Some of the best, craziest scenes, the school chaos is where the concept goes completely off the rails. The infected children, they was like zombies, terrorizing the whole neighborhood and the school. But these infected children, they turn everyday objects into weapons. I'm talking about water hoses. I'm talking about, man, literally anything you can think of, they turned it into weapons, creating some of the movie's most outrageous gore sequences throughout the movie. It was gore everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The ice cream, and another scene, one of the best scenes was the ice cream's man appearance. But his appearance also worked because the movie kept twisting something associated with childhood happiness into something very sinister. You know what I'm saying? But another scene was where he was just leading all the kids like blind mice. Anytime he went through when he after they ate the ice cream, and once he come through that neighborhood in the middle of the night, once they hear that song, they get up and they go on an unalive mission to unalive their parents and any adult that gets in their way. But the acting, Ari Millen, as the ice cream man, he definitely get 5 stars because he had that creepy, strange, and was committed to the madness. But he had that weird look. He had that weird look. Once you see it, you'll see it. If you know what I'm talking about, get in the comments, let me know. But the younger cast, has the difficult job of balancing horror, you know what I'm saying, comedy and international ridiculous behavior. Charlie Zetzler performance, you know what I'm saying, has also been highlighted as positively, and at its least moments. But overall, he did good. Overall, the performances, everybody's performances, you know, it fit. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of splatter tone, drama, grounded horror all over. The visuals, this was like a mixed bags on the visual, you know what I'm saying? The practical gore and makeup effects are among like the more interesting elements of this, you know what I'm saying? While some digital AI kind of assisted, you know what I'm saying, with the imagery, you know what I'm saying, that has been, you know, heavily criticized, you know what I'm saying? These kids doing all this unaliving and shit, man. Like, they was going crazy through town. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a teacher or a principal at that school or a parent in that house after they ate that ice cream. Cause the ice cream man was coming through your town. Turning them kids into killers. Alright, so the ending with you know what I'm saying, with some major spoilers, you know what I'm saying? So here's where the movie gets stranger, you know what I'm saying? Really strange. So the backstory presented, you know what I'm saying, to the pro to go in this says that Ice Cream Man, he had been wrongly accused of abusing children. This is the story, you know what I'm saying, or why he became the way he became. With the children allegedly pressured into lying against him so they can convict him. So the story says he then made a deal with the devil, trading his soul for revenge. The protagonists are led through an elaborate ritual involving the dead judge who helped condemn him, the Ice Cream Man. But the major twist is that the priest guiding them isn't what he appears to be. If you know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments. The priest is revealed to be connected to the devil, which was the deception behind what they've been told, meaning the supposed solution they trusted was itself a part of the whole manipulation. They thought that the priest was there, was they thought they found the priest and was gonna save the priest, but the priest was the devil in disguise. So that turns the ending into more than simply kill the monster and save the town. You know what I'm saying? That's what the characters have been operating on, you know what I'm saying? The information supplied by, you know, someone they should never had trusted. You know what I'm saying? So that devil priest reveal is one of the movie's biggest final twists. And there was really no post-credit scenes, but we're gonna get into this quick review score is in the next segment of this review. Ice Cream Man. So let's do this quick review score, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna do them in categories, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna score category score, you know what I'm saying? The story was a 5.5 out of 10. The acting in the gore definitely was an 8.5 out of 10. The acting, there's a lot of kids there. They, you know, they kind of did their thing. You know what I'm saying? They teamed up with the teachers, the adults. It's about a 7 out of 10. The visuals, you know what I'm saying? Visuals, basic, you know what I'm saying? 6 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? That nostalgia, horror vibe, you know what I'm saying? Definitely was an 8 out of 10. The scare factor wasn't really too scary, so I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Them kills, them practical effects, you know what I'm saying? All them unalive moments, I give it like an 8 out of 10. Overall, I'm gonna say about a 7.3 out of 10. Now I'm gonna give you my final verdict on this jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this was a good four for melting the ice cones for melting ice cream cones out of 5. You know what I'm saying? It was a great concept. I'm not gonna give it a full 5 because you know what I'm saying. But it definitely was a 4. It was a great concept, some wild kills, creepy villains, plenty of gore. But the screenplay needed more time in the freezer. Yeah, so this was a interesting horror. Go check it out. If you have seen, let me know. You tell me what you think about it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check that notification bell for more movie reviews by Jim. Man, peace. I'm out, Wadu.